morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing? I am welcome back, or to me and to you, because I have been on vacation for a week in the mountains. And, I brought all the stuff to do like these little readings while I was there, but I just decided I needed to just the little break. Iano suiano tuiano uiana siano tuiano uiana. Iano suiano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano uiana. Iano suiano tuiano uiana siano tuiano uiana kiano suiano tuiano uiana. Okay, so we are in a new month. Welcome to September. So last month was all about deepening our connection with Mary Magdalene. This month is all about deepening our connection with Isis. And last month was the root chakra. This month is the sacral. Last month was on Suz as far as the rune. This month is Berkana. There's also this month we're doing frankincense. So just a few different things there of focus. If you're wanting to dive in deeper and you're a woman, you can be trans or by birth, and you can want to join our Cosmic Witches Facebook group, totally free, never any sales pitches. It's not about that. It's just about sharing knowledge, teaching, learning, teaching, learning, teaching, learning. Even if that's like just sharing a book that you've read, or here's a post that I saw that was about Isis that inspired me, that kind of thing. It could be whatever it is for you that is like about sharing, giving, taking, giving, taking. It's this beautiful balance, right? And so that's what our goal is for our group, is about building community, building knowledge and growth, and our spirituality and healing and all the things. Okay, so there's that. I just wanted to invite you to join us with the going deeper with Isis, because I really, really enjoyed the Mary Magdalene and journey with Mary Magdalene, and so I'm excited about this one. I've already started chatting with her and doing the meditation geared towards connecting with her deeper. So, and started trying to deep diving into learning about her with like different things on YouTube and Facebook and stuff. So hopefully it's just, I'm excited to see where it goes. Okay, so let's do this. I'm trying to figure out what she wants us to do as far as like, I know the breathwork exercise from Mary Magdalene did not come right off the bat. It came like maybe a week into August, so that might be what happens with Isis. We will see. But we do need to do a couple breaths here to just better connect with each other, come into this sacred space. These readings are more than just readings. They are sacred time with spirit. So if you have your sacred space and you'd like to light a candle or some incense, put on some little oil, whatever it means to you to set up a nice sacred space for you, get cozy, and let's dive in. So here we go. We are going to close our eyes. We're going to take a nice deep breath in through our root, pulling up that beautiful Mother Earth energy. From our crown, pulling down that beautiful Father Sun energy, bringing together that balance of femininity, divine feminine, and the divine masculine. Breathing in. We always inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth with a verbal exhale, releasing all that no longer serves us. Inhaling nice and slow. Try and go for like a count of, work your way up to at least a count of 9. We're trying for this month. Last month we were talking about reaching 7. This month is 9. So we're breathing in just nice and slow and exhaling through the mouth. Again, just like a nice controlled breath. Exhale, like audible, like that long-awaited sigh. This time we're going to be breathing in through our heart center, just creating this amazing, beautiful balance energy of Mother Earth and Father Sun into our heart center, bringing those both together into heart center, creating this beautiful balance energy and allowing that to then radiate out throughout our whole energetic field. Breathing in and release. 2 more times there. Breathing in for a count of 9. And exhale. Breathing in, count to 9. And exhale. Oyana siano tuiana kiana siana tiana oyana iana siano tuiano oyana iana tuiano oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana ayana siano tuiano oyana. Okay. Feels good to be back in this space here. Okay, we've got 6 of Pentacles. Generosity is my cup of tea. I really try to, but sometimes I can be a reluctant giver. I know, isn't that awful? In some ways, in some things, and like in time, in my time and my whatever. Oh, look at that. Just jumped right out there. Let me make sure that's what they want. Yep. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. Generosity. My cup of tea. The Moon. This is good, like a good one to show like that journey that we're going on with Isis, right? The Moon always feels like a journey to me, like we're going deep, going deep, going deep. So this one came out with the Moon, and I was seeing if they wanted that. So yeah, so 5 of Pentacles. So we have 5 and 6 of Pentacles. Okay, we got to do another one. I feel like we're going to 5 on the regular tarot, and then we'll pull from. I have a new deck, new to me deck, that we're going to use for connecting with Isis. Last month we used the Mary Magdalene Oracle by Megan Watterson. This month we are going to be using a Megan Watterson Oracle, but we're going to be using the Divine Feminine. Yep, that's it. Okay, the Hangman. Oops, sorry, the Hangman. I kind of feel like I would love to get these cards out of the, but I don't want to make you sit here for it. So this is that, this is the deck that I got not too long ago, and it's called the Tarot of the Abyss. And I just love these cards for the, oh wait, there's the Moon. Here's the Moon card in this one. I haven't even seen that one yet. Oh, I just love it. Boy, don't these just stir something inside of you? Ooh. So I wanted to show you the if it doesn't take forever to find it, I wanted to show you the what's it called? The Hangman. And because it is so, the Awakening. Look at this card. This is not one way that be. This is the Awakening. Ooh. Isn't that just like, I feel like that needs to be our mascot for this whole thing. But so the Hangman. So a couple of these cards, they show it from like your perspective, and it's just like if you were in the scene. So I just think that is just the coolest thing ever. And okay, here it is. It's called the Hanged One on this one, which is, I think, good because it's, but look, it's like as if you were hanging upside down and this was your view. It's like that, and it's putting a different perspective on the Hanged One, which I like this. I even like the name of that one. So I had to show you that. I don't know if, let me see on the, if it's, we don't have a ton here left. Okay, so here's the Five of Pentacles. So that one is, so this is this one to show the difference. And then, oh look, here's the Six of Pentacles right away. Here's the Six of Pentacles. So I didn't mean to have this to be like a card review, but and here was the, let me just show you that one, those two together. And then I'll show you these two together. And then, so we just have the Ten of Swords, if we can find that real quick, because we're fully committed now, right? I hope. Ten of Swords, here we go. Oh, this one's different because look, it has two people in the image. And the guy's like, help. And we're wondering, but look at the, ooh, look at what's in that guy's hand. So is he going to help? Or is he going to hurt? We don't know. So it all depends on the reading. So I just think that seeing the different perspectives of these cards is just so cool, I think. Tarot nerd. Okay, so we need to focus. I apologize. No, I don't. No, I don't. That's fun. All right, I'll put these up. If you want to see any of those other cards, just let me know. Maybe I should go through all of them one day because I just like, I just love that deck so much. All right, my Bago, the Warrior Saint. I am a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. Yeah, no sweet. Oh, she's stirring something in me. All right, we got to pull another one, I feel like. Because look, she's got the sword too. She's like, oh, I cut him down. Don't you worry about him. I got you. Yeshe Salgal, Lady of the Lotus Born. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. But don't these just stir something inside of you? This is my very first time using these, so. And then look how they just feel like, almost like they flow together. And it's like they're awakening something. This deck, oh, it just feels like, oh, my nanny popped through there. Like they're awakening something that like using these, it's almost like an activation. Okay, so we've got to, I'm all worked up. That's not gonna fit there. I gotta find a new place for my cards. I'm running out of space. All right. We might end up having to read from the book on these because I don't know, because they're about people, right? But they're also about more than that. All right, but let's just see. Oyana siano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano suiano tuiano oyana. Iano suiano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano oyana. Okay, they're just starting out already. Like, whew, I think they're excited to be back. I'm getting all tingly. Um, we're talking about winds of change, winds of change, winds of change. Iano suiano tuiano, that is like this wind of change is like wakening up something inside of you. Oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana, sparking inspiration, like bringing insight and revelation. Iano suiano tuiano oyana kiana siano tuiano oyana iana kiano tuiano oyana kiano oyana. It's like out with the old, out with the old, out with the old, out with the old. They just like, okay. Ana kiana siano tuiano oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. So they're like, ooh. This one is all about, this is interesting because a lot of times this feels like, to me, this will feel like, oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. During readings, it'll come up like this will be about being solitary, but there being community and help out there. For all we needed to do is like to turn and see. I mean, see, it's like right beside them, the light's on, like come on in. And that's iano suiano tuiano oyana kiano oyana, like there's a person there that's ready to help, right? But this one, it feels different today. It feels like you need to donate some shit, girl. Ooh, you need to like go through some stuff and let go, let go, clear it out, clear it out, clear it out, clear it out. Like make room for the, just make room. Iana kiana siano tuiano oiana kiano soiano tuiano oiana. Making room for expansion, make room for expansion, not new things, not more things, but expansion for more. Oiana kiana siano tuiano oiana kiano tuiano oiana kiana oiana iano suiano tuiano oiana. Space for opening up, making space for grace, Iana tuiano oyana, iana siano tuiano oyana, kiano suiano tuiano oyana, oyana kana siana ana. Oyana kiana suiano tuiano oyana kana ana. So making space for grace, making space for opening up. Iana kiano suiano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano oyana. Iana kiano oyana siano tuiano oyana kiano oyana. Ayana suiano tuiano oyana kiano oyana siano tuiano oyana. It's like getting rid of baggage, getting rid of oyana kiano suiano tuiano kuiano oyana. Getting rid of those intrusive thoughts, getting rid of just oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. So all of this, so you would think that this one would have been the one about the, which I did mix these up because I know I kind of showed this one as being this one and it's not, right? So oyana kiano oyana siano tuiano oyana, but they're saying that these are how they want me to, they want this one to be with this one and this one to be with this one for some reason. Iana siano tuiano oyana. Iano tuiano oyana, kiano suiano tuiano oyana. So we got the iana kiano oyana. So we got the 5, 6 here, and we got the 5, 6 here. So oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana, kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Iano tuiano oyana. It does feel like that because like, okay, so they're saying like which comes first, because you got the 6 and the 5 and then you got the 5 and the 6, and that this was on purpose. It's like give and take. Oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. That's totally on purpose. So see, I knew we were supposed to be going through all those cards for a reason. Iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana, kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Not to feel so like grasped on tight with your possessions, like, this is it for me. This is all I get in this lifetime. I cannot part with these things, my treasures, my treasures. If you have, I don't know if you can relate to that. But I don't know, when I find like things that I love, they become like my little treasures, and I cannot imagine parting with them. But they're saying like we don't have to get rid of everything. It's just the things that we don't love, that we don't feel like is a treasure. Then it's time to part, because it is like you receive gifts, you need to give gifts. You need to give parts of these things that you're not like you liked. You had your time with them, your moment with them, and even if you loved them at one time, but you don't, it doesn't hold on to that spark the same as it did before, then maybe it's time to let that love and spark transfer to someone else. The give and take, give and take, give and take, give and take. To not hold on so tight to our treasures. That we need space and room to expand. This is the card that my eyes keep going to now. That we need to change our perspective on belongings, that they are just like, they are things. They are things. They are not what is within. They are not the real treasure. Iana kiano suiana tuiana oyana kiano suiano tuiana oyana. Iana siano tuiana oyana. Iana siano tuiana oyana. They're showing like this, like now, like this is what I made last month for our breath work with to help us with our connection with Mary Magdalene. And they're saying even something like that you made with your own hands that has like this meaning, and you're like, but that means a lot. They're like, even something like this that you personally made, but this is not the treasure. The treasure was the experience, the expansion that we received from following the practice that was handed down to us, that was channeled to us through us with Mary Magdalene. And that was the gift. That was the gift. That was the gift. The expansion was the gift, not the item that helped us, not the tool that helped us through that expansion period. That is oyana, siano, tuiano, kuiano, oyana. That is just the tool. That is not the treasure. Iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. The treasure is in the experience. The treasure is in the experience. The treasure is in the experience. It is within you. It is within you. It is within you. It is within you. Oyana kiana suiano tuiano kuiana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. So, iana suiano tuiano oyana. Is there a part of our lives that is too focused on acquiring more? Acquiring more? And is that keeping us stuck in a place of not understanding the whole give and take of this place that we live in, this universe that is built on balance? We are, society wants to program us to be in this consumption, consuming more, bigger house, bigger car, more food that I could throw away because it goes bad because you can't consume it in time. And you need the best clothes, the best bags, the best whatever it is. You need the best toys. You need all the things. And they're saying, slow your roll. Iana soiano tuiano kuiana siano tuiano oiana. Iana soiano tuiano oiana kiano soiano tuiano oiana. It is not the treasures that we take with us. It's not the items, it's not our purchases, it's not our collections. of all of our oddities, even when the ones that make us smile, those are not the things that we take with us. It is the experience, it is the growth, it is the healing, it is the learning, it is the iana kiana oina, the memories that we take with us. Ana kana siano tuiano oina. Oyana kiana oina. It is time to go deeper now, my child. It is time to realize iana kiano suiano tuiano kuiano oiana siano tuiano oiana. Your depth, your breath. Iana kiano suiano tuiano tuiana kiano oiana. Iana kiano suiano tuiano oiana. It is time you realize what you have inside, what has been hiding, locked away inside. It is time to wake up, 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 wake up. Oyana siano tuiano kuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano oyana. It is the breath of life that I give you. It is the breath of life that you receive. It is the breath of life that is within you. Iana kiana siano tuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano koya. Koya, 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 koya. Oana siano tuya. Oyano suyano tuya. Iana siano tuiano oyana. It is the breath of life that will give you the wings. Iana siano tuiana, kiana suiano tuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano, kuiana siano tuiano. Oyana siano tuiano oyana, kiana suiano tuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano oyana. Anakana sana. Anakana sana ana. Anakana sana ka. Anasanaka, anasanaka, aka. Susuyano, susuyano, susuyano. Oyana siano tuyano oyana. This journey. Iana siano tuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano oyana. That we are about to receive, that we must believe. Iana siana tiana kiana ana kiana ana. We must change our perception, what we perceive, what we believe, and how far, what we can achieve. Iana kana siano tuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano kuiano tuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano oyana. It is time to expand. It is time to expand. It is time to expand. Iana kiana siana tiana ana. Iana siana tuiano oyana. Our depth, our breadth of what it is that we are capable of. Oyana siana tiana oyana. Iana siano tuiano oyana. Iana siano toyano oyana. Iana siano toyano oyana. That this whole journey is going to be about changing the perspective of ourselves, of ourselves, of ourselves. Oyana sana kana iana. Iana siano oyana. Of what we are capable of. Oyana kana ana. Iana siana ana. We are the ones that keep ourselves pinned down. We have clipped our own wings. We have pinned them ourselves to the board. Iana kana siana tiana oyana. By telling ourselves this is this is the height that we are capable of achieving. This is as far as we go. Oyana siana kiana siano tuyana ana. Iano suyana kana ana ana. Iana siano tuyano oyana kiana ana. Iana siano tuyano oyana. Oyana siana tiana oyana siano tuyano oyana. But you, hayana kiano suyano oyana. oyana kiano oyana. You are the warrior. You are like, and there's infinite resources. There are infinite resources available to us. Infinite resources, infinite resources, infinite resources. Oyana kiano tuiano, oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Within, 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 all locked within, all locked within, all locked within, all locked within. There are infinite resources, all locked within, all locked within, all locked within. Iano suiano tuiano suiano tuiano kuiano oyana. Oyana siano tuiano oyana. Iano tuiano oyana. Iano tuiano oyana. We must cut through oyana kiano tuiano. We must cut through the programming that has been woven through our whole being. We must cut through the words that we play on repeat that keep us in this stagnation state. Iano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano oyana. It is time to wake up. 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 It is time to fully embody who we are meant to become. It is time to fully embody and know that we were made for this. We were made for this enlightenment, that we are made for this expansion. We were made for iano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Oyana kiano oyana, for more. We were given all the stores of oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana, all these stores of tools, all these stores of resources, all at our disposal, all within, all locked within, all locked within, all locked within. Iano suiano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano oyana. It is time for us to find the combinations to our locks, to see what the divinity has hidden within. Iano suiano tuiano kuiano oyana. It is time for us to uncover oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana, what hides within, what hides within, what hides within. Iana siano tuiano oyana, kiano suiano tuiano oyana. And they're showing love. They're showing love. Like these two go together, because it's like this one is called the warrior. I am a warrior of love, and it is, you wield that. You wield love. The love, it is what is going to burn away and help you to embody this body, but be able to unlock and uncover all that is hidden within. It is like the love is the fuel and the flame. That is what will iana kiana tiano oyana kiana oyana ignite the change. Iano suiano tuiano oyana kiana siano tuiano oyana. It is your love for spirit and divinity, your love for love and fairness and rights, and your love for change and hope and healing, your love for wanting more for all of humanity. It is your love for wanting more for all of humanity that is the door for more. Oyana tuiano suiano tuiano suiano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano oyana. Ana kiana, 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 suiano, 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 suiano. Iana suiano tuiano oyana. Ayana siano tuiano oyana. Iana suiano tuiano oyana. This is this give and take, this give and take, this give and take that we are learning to separate ourselves from the rest. We are coming out of the programming of consumption and into the programming of knowing that there is more, knowing there's more, but knowing where that is stored. Iano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano oiana kiano suiano tuiano kuiano oyana. Iano suiano tuiano oyana kiano suiano oyana. And it's things that cannot be bought. Iana kiano oyana, that those are not the real treasures to be cherished. Oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Iana suiano tuiano oyana. And in these ways, we will start opening up the doorways to more, to more, to more, to more. Oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. When we can come out of full iana kiano oyana, siano tuiano oyana, learning this balance of self, of healing and wanting more for ourselves, but it not being all about ourselves. Iana tiano suiano tuiano oyana. That is this beautiful, careful balance. Iano suiano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano oyana. Where we fully love, completely love, and fall in love and trust ourselves completely. That we put ourselves first and foremost in healing, in knowing that that is our divine right, is to be healed, is to be loved. However, knowing that putting ourselves first in our healing, in our growth, in our learning, and and claiming our divine right for more, for this connection with spirit, and for expansion, and for enlightenment, and for all things beautiful and magical in this that this world has to offer, that it contains more than me, myself, and I. It contains all of humanity. It is for all of humanity. It is not solely for me, myself, and I. It is not solely for me, myself, and I. Placing yourself first in healing and growing and learning and claiming your divine right of divinity. Knowing it is not solely for me, myself, and I. It is for all of humanity. Iano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano oyana. This connection that you so desperately seek. Oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Self with divinity, divinity with self. Iano toviano, soviano, toviano, kuiano, soviano, toviana, kana siano, toviano, oiana, iana siano, toviano, oiana, iano, soviano, toviano, oiana. Iana. It is this iana, kiana, oiana, this divine path that we seek, is this carefully balanced road of knowing iana sana kana, that is about more. It's about becoming more for you, for mainly all about you is never all about you. It was never just all about you. Yes. We are stepping into this path. We are learning to stop worrying about each and every one of the people that are around us in our lives, that are living their own, going on their own journeys, walking on their own paths, and they're on their own roads of enlightenment, of healing, their journeys of figuring it all out. We're learning that we cannot keep going over and trying to save this person and this person and this person and this person, and ignoring the fact that we are struggling all on our own, keeping our eyes on other people's paths and roads and ignoring our own. Oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. is not the way. Iano tuiano oyana. We are learning to turn our eyes into ourselves, really truly learn to love and heal and trust ourselves. Iano suiano tuiano oyana, deepening our connections to the divine. Iana kiana siano tuiano oyana, tapping into that more, tapping in, tapping in, tapping in, tapping in to more, to more, to more, to more, to more, to more. Iana siano tuiano oyana, expanding, expanding, expanding. Oyana siano tuiano oyana, over and over and over again. Oyana kana siano tuiano oyana kiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano oyana. It is like this infinite spiral, over and over and over again, this infinite expansion, over and over and over again. Iano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano oyana. Iano suiano tuiano oyana. Iano suiano tuiano oyana. But iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. This is all in respect to learning this delicate balance, that this world, this universe thrives on the give and the take, the give and the take, the give and the take. So if we keep just sitting in this place of take, iano toiano kuiana, iano kuiano suiano toiano oiana, mine. If we keep staying in the state of mind of mine, iano suiano toiano kuiano oiana, iano suiano toiano oiana, we will never expand beyond what we can. We can expand beyond iano suiano tuiano oyana, but we must come to the realization that even though oyana siano tuiano kuiano oyana, we were told to stay in our own lane, to heal from within, iano suiano tuiano kuiano oyana, it was never a solo game. It was never the plan to stay solely within. Iana siana tuiana oiana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Iano suiano tuiano oyana. Siano tuiano oyana. Just as if you were the gardener and you cannot go out and just take all of the plants away and yet not plant new plants, or you're not going to have any plants. Iana toiano soiano toiano oyana kiano soiano toiano koiano oyana. We must keep open to receive iana siano toiano oyana kiano soiano toiano oyana. Ways in which we can plant seeds, ways in which we can be the giver of the plants, instead of always being open to receiving. Iana siano tuiano oyana kiano oyana. It's iana siano tuiano oyana, and they're saying they know that feels like, oh, what the heck are you saying? We're going back and forth, but we're in the same place. We're not moving forward. Iana suiano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano kuiano oiana. Ana kiano oyana. We need to get back in a place of helping thy neighbor. Oyana siano tuiano kuiano suiano tuiano oyana. Yes, you can continue to deep dive into your own healing, your own growth, your own learning. However, it is time that we start putting out iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana, putting our hand out and being just as anxious to give as we are to receive. We need to get excited and joyful to give our time, our talents, our treasures. We need to get excited about it. We need to get excited about giving. We need to get excited about giving back to the community, to our friends, our families, our patrons, our oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana, our teachers and our leaders. We need to Mother Earth. We need to get excited. Oyana siano tuiano oyana. They're saying, like, they're showing even, okay, so there was this video I saw not too long ago where there was these guys going around and they were planting wildflower seeds in the medians that were dead. You know, there was nothing growing. They were just kind of sprinkling these seeds, these wildflower seeds. And they're saying even something like this is something that you can do if you wanted to go and plant some seed somewhere where you knew you were never going to receive anything from this except for the joy that it was to give to Mother Earth this bit of color, this bit of beauty, this bit of treasure. It's like all the treasures. We need to take that energy in which we have, like, if you're like, my treasures, we need to get just as excited about sharing our treasures as we are about hoarding them. They're saying it's kind of like passing the baton, being ready to pass the baton. Like you have, like, held on to whatever it is, like a book or whatever that is for you. You've held on to that. You've enjoyed it, but you've kind of like drained it dry as far as like what you can get out of it. And you're moving on to something else. We need to get just as excited about passing the baton, passing that treasure on. Whatever that may be for you, just think about if there's something that you love, but you've really loved it to death. Like there's nothing else you can get out of it. No more knowledge, no more anything besides just the memory of it, and you're never going to use it again. They're saying now that means it's time for you to pass on that baton, that treasure, that gift to someone else. And we need to remember and keep in mind and be open to receiving it feels like receiving the notifications, like of like from the goddesses will be like they will send you little dings saying, oh, you can give this, or you can give that, or you can do this, or you can do that. If like there's ways of volunteering, listen to these different ways, because the universe sees, the universe feels and sees, the goddesses see and feel this exchange. And by giving these times, these treasures, these gifts, then that opens up. It feels like every bit that we give, every gift that we give of like donation or just passing the baton of something that we have fully loved completely and feel like we're ready to pass it on. Anything like this, and even if it's time and talents, treasures, whatever, it feels like every time we do that, it opens up space for expansion and gifts from divine gifts from above. It feels like a little unlocking, of like these hidden treasures from within. It feels like they're like over there, like little fairy godmothers going ding. Good job, doop. So it feels like very much like we are, every time that we share, we donate our time, our talent, our treasure, then we are opening up space within for more expansion. Giving your making space for grace, giving your wings room to spread, even if it's time that we're giving somehow, some way in that universal field, that is still making space for grace. It is still making space for your expansions, for your room to giving yourself more room to grow. So it is all about this balance, remembering the universal rule of balance, of give and take, and coming out, stepping away from this consumerism programming that we've been dealt from day one of take, take, take. We need to come out of that place. We don't need to keep consuming more and more and more. We need to start shifting that perspective. Yes, heal. Learn your boundaries. Learn how all the things that you love and treasure, but in that way you're able to see things differently of, is this one thing that I have, is this something that like I really need taking up space anymore? Or is it something that I could pass on that somebody else can really fully treasure? Maybe you are this conduit of just being there at the right place, the right time, and having that one thing that is going to open up something in that person that will change their life forever. A simple book, a simple word, a simple phrase, a simple crystal or oil or whatever it is could be this key to opening up something within them. So remembering every opportunity, every chance that we are asked to share, to give, to receive, that we try and step fully into this role, fully into this space of the give and the take, the receiving and the lending, the being more, knowing that this whole time it was never about me, myself, and I. It was never about me, myself, and I. That was always about more. It was always about more. It was always about more. How can we be more, offer more, do more? And that's not oyana kiana oyana, iano tuyano oyana. And they feel the resistance whenever I say, how can we do more? They feel that resistance because we're like, how can we do more? We already do so much. We were like, we tired. But when you start to change your perspective, when you start to change your outlook, when you start to change the design of how things are aligned, the world opens up, opportunities open up, they lie down in front of you, before you to choose, and it is you that has the capability to be able to step fully into each and every one that you so choose. And they're like, no skin off your back. It'll be like joyous. It will be joyous. It'll be joyous. Because it is like, it's freeing. It's freeing. And they're saying you can do this in a way of like not being taken advantage of. They're not saying, part of the programming of consumption is fear of being consumed, because we are taught to consume as much as we can. So why wouldn't somebody else try and, like, if we were to come out with our little crumbs, why wouldn't they want to just consume us fully and completely? And they're saying that that is a legitimate fear. But that is why we need to lean on discernment. Lean on discernment on when, where, and how we offer ourselves, our talents, our gifts, our treasures. Lean into our discernment, lean into our heart space, and really feel into our heart space, really feel into our intuition and our guidance our divine guidance, really feel into this and really allow them to speak to us directly. And you can ask, is this for me to do? Am I supposed to do this? I feel like I'm getting the nudge to do this. Is this for me? Is this in my highest good and their highest good? Because that's a concern too. Are you forcing your goodwill on them whenever it wasn't asked for, just because you feel like they need this in their lives? Are you leaning into the give and take, or are you leaning into, let me fix you? Lean into your discernment. Don't lean into the fixer. Don't lean into that. The control fixer. You should be doing it my way because it's better thing. Like, this is my gift to you, is to fix you, to teach you how you should do things my way. Does that sound familiar? We're like, don't do that, please. Instead, lean into your discernment of when you get that whisper of, even as if it's an odd thing, get that man a fork. I don't know why that came to mind. Then do that. Maybe it's in maybe you're in a restaurant and you're walking by a table and all of a sudden you kind of see a man's looking left and right, and then you're like, you hear in your inner ear, get that man a fork. You can ask, sir, do you need a fork? And then you could get him a fork. Because why not? It takes you 2 extra seconds. Your rumbling belly can wait. If you're here, you're probably not starving. So they're just saying, just listen to little things like that. Little nudges. Listen to the little nudges. Feel into them. Do they feel good? Do they feel good, or do they feel like they're come back to your heart, and they feel like they're coming from your heart space and not your head space not your ego space of, let me fix you. I want you to do it my way. If it comes from your heart space of, give the man a fork, then lean into that. This is all about learning to lean into our discernment, leaning into listening, hearing, feeling. Because everybody will receive these messages in different ways. If you feel it, all of a sudden you feel it. You feel giving that man a fork. Go, well, am I supposed to give that man a fork? Okay, you need a fork. They're just saying, listen. Listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. And just feel like that joy. And then afterwards, after you give that, you take even if it takes like 3 whole minutes to track down a fork for this dude. Feel into the joy that it took of afterwards, of that gift that you were able to give him, of just giving him that so he wouldn't have to worry about the nerves that it would take of searching down a server or whatever it is. And I don't know why we're going with this. Maybe it's meant for somebody specific. I don't know. But this analogy. But the point is that afterwards, feel into your heart of like the joy of that time that you're able to give him, and that gift of him not having anxiety of ever asking for it or searching down one or whatever it is for him, reason why he needed you in that moment. Feel the joy of that and just send so much gratitude. Thank you so much for the opportunity that you gave me to help in this way. Thank you so much. Always send gratitude, even for the chances that you get to help another. Always send gratitude. Thank you so much for this opportunity, for me to be here with you, to share this message with you. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my time and my connection with my team and your team, and to come together to commune together, to communicate together, to connect together in all these beautiful different ways, to learn and grow in all the things and all the ways. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So much gratitude. Much love. Thank you. Blessed be.